What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog. It's clean. It's clean back there, guys. It's clean, but we're not going to talk about any cars back there today. Today, I am going to tell you about what I think is the best budget quality servo. So you're probably asking yourself, what do I mean by quality servo? So what I mean by quality servo is your name brand servos, like your Protex, your Futabas, your Savoxes, your High-Techs. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, you know, some Hobby King servo you've gotten off of Amazon, which link in the description below. We're not talking about those. We're not talking about basher servos. We're talking about servos that you can buy, name brand servos that you can buy and you can trust. Like you could actually trust in a race vehicle. So here's the situation. You get a car. Let's say you get a Slash 4x4. You get something that's an RTR. In my situation, this is the actual real life situation, you're racing Spec Slash and you're allowed to upgrade your servo or you want to upgrade your servo. I think this servo is by far best bang for the buck. It's not crazy expensive and the specs aren't crazy, but it is going to be sufficient enough and it's going to be affordable. So here's the thing. I'm actually going to put this on my Techno MT410, which is actually, when I read you the specs, you're going to probably think that I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyways to test it out. So without further ado, let me show you the servo. Looking at the playback, I realize that looks kind of messy over there. The reason why that's messy, that's not my area. My area is from right here and back, which is all clean. And look, that area is also mine, all clean. It's all nice, nicely done. Anyways, I saw the playback. It was bothering me. All right, here it is. That's my thing. That's my thing when I come in. All right, here it is. This is, bam, the ProTech 100T. Part number is PTK100T. I'll put the link in the description below. But I think this is a great servo for the price. So it only costs 50 bucks. That's retail. You can get these for $50 all day, every day. You can go to A-Main, get them for that price. I bought this at my local hobby shop, bought this at Indy RC World, but part number is PTK 100T, and these are the specs. So one thing is it's not a high voltage servo. Again, if it's a beginner servo, you're probably gonna put it on an electric car that's running a 6-volt ESC anyways. You don't need 7.4 volt servo. You don't need a high voltage servo. So this is gonna be perfectly fine. The other thing is if you get a high voltage servo for some of these cars, like your Slashes, Slash 4x4s, your RTRs, you're not going to get the full potential out of a high voltage servo because your ESC doesn't even have a BEC that can spit that voltage out. In order to get that voltage, you're going to have to run like a race ESC, like one of the Hobby Wings or the Tekins, where you can actually control your BEC voltage. But in this case, this is just a 6 volt. This will work on any ESC. It's not going to be draining it like crazy. And you don't need to do that crazy 7.4 volt BEC modification. So at 6 volts, the speed is 0.14. Typically, my guideline is 0.10. Those are for our race servos or lower, but 0.14 is perfectly fine. You probably won't even, I mean, it's 400ths of, I don't even, 60 degrees a second. I don't even know what it is, but we're talking about a difference of 400ths. So it's not that big of a deal. The torque on it is 216 ounces. That's not bad. A lot of people feel like they have to have some crazy 400 ounce servo. You really don't. You really don't. 200 ounces should just be fine. Back in the day, when we used to run Nitro Buggy and E-Buggy, actually there wasn't even E-Buggy, it was really just Nitro Buggy and Nitro Truggy. It was hard to find a servo that was over 200 ounces. And if you did find one, it was super crazy expensive. And we ran them all the time, 200 ounce servos. What was it? A 9351? Futaba 9351 was like the servo to run. Sorry, I wanted to know, because that's what I used to run back in the day in A-Scale, was the Futaba S9351. That used to be the servo to run. And the specs on the servo aren't as good as this one. Actually, at 6 volt is 0.13, so 1/100th of a second. I get it was a little bit faster, but it's only 192 ounces. So the S9351 was not as strong as this one. They were about 140 bucks retail, and we ran them in A-Scale cars all the time, so this is more than enough. Anyways, let's open this joker up and see what's in here. I bought the servo when we were running, we went to this stage where we were running Spec Slash like crazy at my local hobby shop, and these were flying off the shelves because one of the things that you could upgrade on your Spec Slash, which is kind of weird, Spec Slash and you're upgrading, but one of the things that you could upgrade on your Spec Slash was your servo. And this was the servo to run. So when everyone was buying them up, I was running Spec Slash. I didn't replace. I ran the stock servo on my Spec Slash when I raced it, but I bought one of these anyways because they were like super hot. So it just comes with a servo, and then it comes with your rubber grommets, which these are great. So really nice servo, super nice. I'm gonna run this on the Techno MT410. That's a monster truck. We're gonna see how it performs with. We're gonna see how it performs on a monster truck. So we'll put this thing through the ringer. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Again, if you need a budget servo in your race car, this is a great one. Go check it out. And the link in the description below. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.